Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless Friday, February 7th recap. Holden confesses Phyllis flips over Billy's Paris trip. The Young and the Restless YNR recap for Friday, February 7th, reveals that Holden Nathan Owens will confess to Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic and Amy Lewis Valerie Pettiford, while Phyllis Summers Michelle Stafford flips over Billy Abbott's Jason Thompson Paris trip. At Society, Chloe Mitchell Elizabeth Hendrickson will complain about Sally Spectra Courtney Hope going to Paris without her and will sense that Billy is the reason for the smile on Sally's face. Chloe will acknowledge that Billy is a little broken and doesn't have the best track record with relationships. Billy's professional track record isn't much better, but Sally will defend his new beginning. Although Sally will note that their romance isn't serious, Chloe will decide Billy would be lucky if that changed and will ultimately suggest she'd be happy for them both. At Billy's place on Friday's YNR episode, Phyllis will bring Daniel Romalotti Jr. Michael Grazia Day over so he can ask questions and hear another big pitch from Billy. Daniel will seem like he's leaning toward accepting a role at Abbott Communications, but he'll want a night to mull it over. Billy will urge Daniel to take a few days and will mention his trip to Paris with Sally. That'll leave Phyllis fuming over Billy's distraction, but he won't care about all her complaints. Once Sally comes over later, Billy will try to tempt her toward the bedroom before their upcoming flight. At Nate's apartment, he'll initially assume Amy is confused due to her health issues. Amy will insist she doesn't have memory loss and assure Nate that this man isn't her son. Holden will try to bolt, but Nate will refuse to let him leave until they get some answers. After Holden admits he works for Damien Kane Jermaine Rivers and that he was sent in Damien's place, Amy won't understand all the deception. Holden will point out that Amy and Nate were being secretive as well, so it's not like they have room to talk. Amy will stress the importance of seeing Damien ASAP and will call it a matter of life and death, so Holden will eventually realize she's sick. It'll take some convincing, but Holden will agree to talk to Damien on Amy's behalf, though he won't be able to make any promises. Once Holden leaves, Amy will fret over the games Damien played to avoid seeing her, but Nate will give her a pep talk since he's seen what a good mother she is. Nate will try to make some positive predictions since Holden said he'd see what he could do. In the park, Holden will give Damien updates on Amy's ambush and how he had to come clean. Damien will fume over that news, but Holden won't know what else he was supposed to do in that situation. Holden will also hint about Amy being sick and push Damien to see his mom since it seems urgent. Damien will eventually get Nate on the phone and identify himself as the real Damien before declaring they should meet. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Damien has some shocking revelations ahead of him, so stay tuned. In the latest episode of The Young and the Restless, which aired on Friday, February 7, 2025, Genoa City was rife with confessions, confrontations, and unexpected alliances. Holden's confession. The episode opened with Holden Turner, a character whose mysterious past has long been a subject of speculation among the residents, deciding to come clean about his involvement in recent clandestine activities that have caused turmoil in the community. Gathering his closest confidants at Crimson Lights, Holden revealed that he had been covertly working with Ian Ward, a notorious figure recently returned to Genoa City. His confession sent shockwaves through the group, as Ian's reappearance had already stirred anxiety among the Newmans and their allies. Holden explained that his initial involvement with Ian was driven by a desire to uncover hidden truths about his own family history. However, as Ian's schemes became more malicious, Holden found himself entangled in actions that compromised his integrity and endangered those he cared about. His decision to confess was fueled by a need to make amends and prevent further harm. Phyllis's reaction to Billy's Paris trip. Meanwhile, at Jabot, Phyllis Summers was blindsided by the news of Billy Abbott's spontaneous decision to accompany Sally Spectra on a business trip to Paris. The revelation came during a meeting where Phyllis expected to discuss upcoming projects, only to find out that Billy had delegated his responsibilities to other team members in his absence. Phyllis's reaction was a mix of disbelief and frustration. Her history with Billy is fraught with emotional highs and lows, and his sudden departure with Sally, a woman Phyllis has had her own conflicts with, felt like a personal affront. Confronting Billy before his departure, Phyllis questioned his motives and accused him of abandoning his professional duties for personal indulgence. Billy, attempting to defuse the situation, assured Phyllis that the trip was strictly business and emphasized the potential benefits for Jabot. He acknowledged their complicated past but insisted that his intentions were genuine. Phyllis, however, remained skeptical, warning him that his actions could have unforeseen consequences both professionally and personally. Nikki's determination. Elsewhere, Nikki Newman was grappling with the escalating threats posed by Ian Ward's return. Determined to protect her family, Nikki took matters into her own hands, initiating a plan to gather incriminating evidence against Ian. She enlisted the help of Paul Williams, the chief of police, to discreetly investigate Ian's recent activities and associations. Nikki's resolve was further strengthened after a tense encounter with Ian at Society, where he subtly hinted at possessing damaging information about the Newmans. Unfazed, Nikki warned Ian that she would stop at nothing to ensure he faced justice for his past and present misdeeds. Victor's strategic move. Victor Newman, always the strategist, was not idle amidst the turmoil. Upon learning of Holden's confession and the potential implications for his family's safety, Victor convened a meeting with his trusted advisors. He proposed a bold plan to outmaneuver Ian Ward by leveraging Holden's insider knowledge. Victor's plan involved using Holden as a double agent to feed Ian false information, thereby luring him into a trap. While risky, Victor believed that this approach would be the most effective way to neutralize Ian's threat once and for all. The proposal was met with cautious optimism, and preparations were set in motion. Kyle and Summer's tension. In another part of Genoa City, tensions flared between Kyle Abbott and Summer Newman. Summer had recently observed Kyle's growing closeness with Claire Grace Newman, leading to feelings of jealousy and insecurity. A heated argument ensued, with Summer accusing Kyle of being emotionally unfaithful. Kyle defended his relationship with Claire, insisting that it was purely platonic and centered around mutual professional interests. He expressed frustration at Summer's lack of trust and urged her to have faith in their relationship. Despite his reassurances, the confrontation left both parties feeling unsettled, casting a shadow over their future together. Devon's discovery. Meanwhile, Devon Hamilton stumbled upon a cryptic letter while sorting through his late father's belongings. The letter alluded to a long-lost relative, hinting at family secrets that had been buried for decades. Intrigued and eager to uncover the truth, Devon decided to investigate further, enlisting the help of his sister, Lily Winters. As they delved deeper into their family's past, Devon and Lily uncovered clues that suggested a connection to Damian King, a newcomer in Genoa City with a mysterious background. The discovery set the stage for a potential reunion that could have significant implications for the Winters family. Abby's business endeavor. Abby Newman, ever the entrepreneur, was busy launching her latest venture, a high-end wellness spa in the heart of Genoa City. Despite the challenges posed by the current climate, Abby was determined to make her new business a success. She faced several obstacles, including securing the necessary permits and overcoming skepticism from potential investors. However, with her characteristic tenacity and the support of her partner, Chance Chancellor, Abby navigated these hurdles, inching closer to her grand opening. Elena's dilemma. Dr. Elena Dawson found herself at a crossroads, both professionally and personally. Her relationship with Nate Hastings had been strained due to his recent family revelations and the arrival of his half-brother, Damian King. Elena struggled with feelings of isolation as Nate became increasingly preoccupied with his family matters. Compounding her distress was a tempting job offer from a prestigious medical institution in another city. Elena grappled with the decision of whether to stay in Genoa City and fight for her relationship or pursue a new opportunity elsewhere. Adam's inner turmoil. Adam Newman continued to wrestle with his